Would you?
Green tech panels. See that? See where I'm at?
See where I'm at?
See where I'm at?
I don't think my Z button works. On this piece of shit fucking nunchuck. I'm pretty sure my Z button's dysfunctional.
Well, you need to be at the tech panel.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was the one where I hoover stuff up.
So you try going to see that little
thing. Yes, okay. Come here, little car.
Alright, you must need
Come
to
here,
try
little
that.
car. Vroom, vroom, into the room.
Remind me, I watched that recently.
The one where he's plugged in by Mad
Yeah.
Hatter.
But that's different because even though you're saying, oh, you don't like it because it's just a dream, but that's different because that's
his
kind of
whole
the
point. Ah, exactly.
And the whole episode sort of, there's something fishy going on.
Ah, that's a really good episode actually.
Like there's a bunch of weird stuff that doesn't add up. You're like, okay, there's something.
Fuck's
What are
sake.
you doing?
So, I don't know, sorry.
There's
Trying to smash that one fucking
Oh, is that what you're
break.
doing?
Lost all my fucking studs trying to do
That's why
that.
I think I spent so much time playing X-Men Legends. Is you can break almost everything in that game. So like as a kid with time to spare, I would go around just smashing every wall, every
Oh, there's so much to find. Nah, I think I can get. God, this game is ass, man.
I know you need to be back here
I need to be back here.
because you'll pull that one because I need to climb up and get
Okay. We'll find that brings does the same thing, I assume. No, great. I brought myself all the way over here just to.
No, I did it. Fuck. This game's being ass.
This game is being ass.
It's that weird angle. Mario 3D Land and 3D World kind of have this same sort of
Right, okay.
camera view. It's a little awkward.
Okay, so we do this together, yeah? You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay.
The dynamic duo.
Sorry, still no soap to Dr. Arkham, and Arkham's like that. Not after what happened last time. You know what I mean? You feel like, what happened last time? You know what I mean?
Someone dropped it.
Well, you know what I mean? He's like fashioning weapons, you know what I mean? It's like that's kind of good storytelling. You don't just have the main villain talk about, how amazing
What
they
a
are.
badass he is.
Exactly. You just, again, a bit of show, don't tell. But if you are going to tell, have it like...
Someone else,
Yeah, multiple means. So Dr. Arkham will talk to him occasionally. The guards will talk amongst themselves about him. Batman, because he's fairly new to Batman's like, I don't really know his deal. I don't know what I need to do to fight him. And in the end just beats the shit out of him anyway, because it's a sort of early Batman, where fighting's not the main focus of the story.
I've seen some Rob Schneider films and they're not the shitiest.
I think I recall laughing at Deuce Bigelow.
I was going to say
American Gigolo.
That's quite funny, aye.
But I mean, I was probably 12. So.
Well, aye. I mean, maybe if I went back to it, it wouldn't be as funny. I quite like him in 50 First Dates, when he plays the...
Oh yeah.
You know, it's one of his many racist characters. Who does he play?
It was a different time.
He's meant to be like he's meant to be a pure native of the island or whatever, and he's just fucking, I feel like 20 kids, and he's been like bitten by a shark. He's just fucking grotesque. He's like missing an eye. It's fucking vile. But I like him.
Climb up the ladder.
Aye, and I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. He plays them at like I don't know. Is it like
No, you need to blow that up.
Oh, yeah, blow that up.
Well, I'm assuming you need to blow that up.
Whatever. How do I activate them? Do they just... There we go. Alright, there we go. He plays like a Chinese or whatever kind of guy.
Yeah.
Fell down.
Was it Werewolf by Midnight or
Werewolf by Midnight.
some
Werewolf by
shite like
some shite. And indeed, that's what it was. It was just fucking...
Was it hot garbage?
It was hot garbage. Sorry anybody who liked it, but it was hot garbage, right? There was a vampire hunter in it. It's like, why the fuck not have Blade? Why not have the guy Cameo? Why not have somebody, you know what I mean? You can't just have all these pure abs. And it was an hour and fucking, like... I don't know if it was longer than an hour, but fucking... An hour was too long. When it was like, what's this about? It's got some fucking monster in it, and people will be like, Midnight Suns, mate. I don't know if it was even Midnight Suns. Who the fuck knows anymore? but it was just like fucking boring. That was the main thing. Fucking pretty weird, but can I ride an elephant? I can ride an elephant, yay! Yes, this is what it's all about. Fucking 2 grown ass men riding elephants. Oh, this is the shit. Yes, thanks, elephant. I think your elephant's getting attacked by fucking alligators.
Yeah, well. Something right. No, I'm getting attacked by alligators, that's not funny. Okay when it's guys, but it really isn't, because I mean, like, Quagmire, for example, from Family Guy.
He's vile.
Yeah, like, it's not portrayed as a good thing, he's portrayed as like, ugh, he's kind of gross.
He is gross, yeah, you know what I mean? That's the one where he's like, been in the house. I don't know. He discovers porn, yeah. He discovers porn.
Yeah.
He comes out, he's got one huge
huge
job.
arm, yeah.
And he goes to his mailbox, he's like, pure disorientated, he's like, and then he just goes back, straight back inside. It's like, no, he's vile, exactly. And that's the problem, is that...
Yeah, it's like, have her bang whoever you like, but I mean, there should be like a sort of...
It would be different if she had a romantic interest, but she is honestly, she's like, oh, I'm pure like that age now, everyone's looking at me, and it's like, well, yeah, but why haven't you like...
She does it and we're meant to all like applaud her.
Yeah, exactly, it's like, why, glorifying the idea of, oh, I chose my career over like love, and it's like, well, you know,
I mean, I'm cool with that, but I just mean like...
Well, no, it's, I know it's...
Aren't I great? I just got banged last night. Like,
yeah,
well,
exactly.
I just don't really care what's impressive about it.
Hospital.
Uh-huh.
And as soon as I was like, oh, like knee joint pain or whatever, it was just like, yeah, we do a self-referral form. You have to refer yourself for like physiotherapy. I was like, no, shut the fuck up. Listen to what I'm saying. Don't just assume to know what the problem is and how to fix it. You are not a doctor. You are not a nurse. You're not a medical professional of any kind.
This bitch one time, this receptionist. See the problem, right? See when I was at uni, okay, I just signed up to. There was a medical like practice that was like part of our uni.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think the medical students, you know, would a lot of them would do placement and shit there. So the problem is, all the students would just sign up there. So they to be fair, they must have got some amount of just pish. Like, I don't feel well. What did you do last night? Oh, I drank 40 Jaeger bombs. Like, yeah, no shit.
Could it have been that?
Yeah, you reckon? But equally, like, I mean, it goes both ways because they would just give you shit.
Dismiss
like,
things.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So I had been, I was training, I was boxing, I'd been sparring, and this wee rat, I can't remember his name, Ferdinand or something. He was like Italian or Mexican
fucking bull. What?
Some bullshit like that. He punched me in the back of the head, and it hurt like fuck. And like later on, because it was about, I think training was like 3 till 5, something like that. And so about 8 o'clock at night, something like that, my vision starts going like really blurry, which is, you know, pretty bad. So I wake up the night, I kind of just went to bed early, which probably wasn't smart, but I just went to bed and waited till the next morning to check it out. And then I phone them up, I phone up the doctors, and I go, yeah, so my vision's all blurry. And then she just immediately cuts me off, and she's like, if it's a problem with your vision, you should phone the optician. I'm like, yeah, I understand that, but like, if you'll just let me explain.
If you just shut the fuck up.
And she just would. It was like she didn't want to hear it. She was like, no,
sir,
no, like that. And I was like, but I'm trying to tell you, like I got punched in the back of the head, and now I can't see. It's not like I just I don't know.
So I guess the moral of the story is, I guess, don't listen to your GP receptionist. Which Amanda was like, no, you have to be like pure really firm. And I'm like, nah, I don't like to be mean to people, but actually in that instance, I think it's a time where you really do need to be assertive, and you need to be like, no, I'm just going to stop you there. I'm just going to tell you to shut the fuck up. And you can use that wee Hoover thing to suck up wee green and yellow bits. Don't say that to them. I just realised I was midway through telling you what to say to a receptionist. Don't tell them to suck up these wee green and yellow bits.
What do you say to them? The hell is this thing? It's just a
You say, suck on my balls and just fucking let me see a doctor, you fucking retard. No, eat a dick. I don't want to fucking climb all the way up.
It's not that bad. Come over so the camera's not. Just jump straight up. Don't try and move. Yeah, when when you jump over to the next bit, go underneath it and then just jump. Don't move at all.
Ugh.
Go straight under it and just jump.
It's hard.
Is the kids game giving you too much trouble?
The kids' game's fucking a ball ache.
Go all the way underneath, go round
Yeah,
the corner,
right, okay,
right,
okay,
and then just jump straight up.
Up.
There you go.
Okay, thanks.
And then
That
carry on
wasn't tough.
right, and then yeah, just jump again, just straight up. There
There
you
we
go.
go. Easy peasy.
Do you got
Oh,
that?
Bob, what you know? Bobby Pattinson's like that. They're doing a proper Batman universe now.
Oh, are they?
The Batman is now your Batman, your definitive Batman.
Oh,
Colour.
but is it just the Batman 2, or is it going to be like a freaking Poison Ivy standalone film or something?
Ugh, who knows, man? Probably have to change his name.
Oh, to what, like Bat Person?
Yeah, Bat person. Non-specified Bat individual.
It's just the wording of that non-specified individual. Nah, I thought the Batman was great.
Hi, I'm Stuart and I'm a certified DILF.
Jack.
I wasn't sure how you were going to respond to that, but fair enough.
Oh, I don't know, it was fun. Could you give me like 1% effort to not just pull out in front of me like randomly, without signalling, without doing anything, and then shout at me because I was too close to you? I'm like, you're the one that just jumped out. That bothers me.
Lads, okay, maybe I'm being slightly unfair, but I would only say slightly, because there is, particularly up near Amanda's bit, there is a group, and a group's probably the wrong word, there's a gang of cyclists
Yeah.
who just fucking fill the road and drive like 7 abreast and never pull in,
Yeah.
no matter how
Yeah.
slow they're
like,
going.
It's like pull in. Are they done up in all the like mad
Aye,
lycra gear and all that shit?
aye.
Right, see, that's the thing is they'll be like, oh, I'm hitting my PB that no one gives a shit about. That'll be why. And yeah, that annoys me. It's like, pull in, get out the way.
Yeah, a tractor. Well, I don't know. I've never seen a tractor pull in for anybody else. But so,
Tra-
well,
tra-
weirdly, a tractor's easier to dodge because they're doing 10 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Like these guys can kind of do 20.
They're so big, is like a lot of play. They would need a specific position to like pull
Yeah,
over. Whereas,
exactly. Aye.
like, no, the whole point of a bike.
That's what I'm
is
saying, they
it's
do-
tiny, you could pull over
A
anywhere.
number of these cunts who like they go abreast of each other. They're genuinely like they actually fill the full road. And I'm not saying go single file, right? But I'm like, seriously, are all 70s like going to
there's a car
spread
behind you,
out
can you-
as
can
big
you
as a
say,
lorry?
yeah.
Aye.
Single file and get out of the way.
Fucking, and it's that behaviour, man. I know that's a pure generalisation against cyclists.
I don't know why that's so funny.
From point A to B. So fuck cyclists, right? Sorry, get off the main road. Get fucked. You don't like it? Buy a motorbike or buy something else, right? For fuel economy and saving the planet, all that shit, right? Because the point of the road is to get other people from A to B, not just you. Right? So that's
But
fucking
they're better than you because they're cyclists.
fuck them.
Do you understand that?
Correction number 1, right? Correction number 1. Correction number 2, fuck bus lanes, right?
Ah, bus lanes up just don't work.
Just exactly. And in Sheffield, it was a bit better because, oh, that's cool, go upside down. In Sheffield, you could drive your motorbike in the bus lane. Glasgow's not entirely, I'm pretty sure not entirely clear on whether you can or can't, but
Catwoman.
I'm sympathetic to nurses. Don't give a fuck about train drivers. Fucking train drivers, are the biggest load of shit ever, man. Give us more money, fuck off.
I've no opinion.
You ever
because-
driven a train?
Well, no, I haven't.
Man
so
hit
I,
button and train go. Get fucked.
I don't know if that's accurate or not.
I'm pretty sure that's accurate. I'm 99% confident that's accurate. And I'm sure they would claim there's more to it than that.
My thing is though,
Apparently, I mean, I don't know. Maybe
I've never watched the Fast and the Furious movies, but not since like fucking
Tokyo
see,
Drift.
trying to figure out which Fast and Furious films you have and haven't seen.
It's
It's actually like surprisingly difficult. Because I was speaking to somebody, I was like, "What's the one where they're in Rio?" And he was like, "Dude, that's like 5." And I'm like, "Really?
Right.
Whereas Fast X is coming out now, is it not?
I know,
Which
aye.
presumably means 10.
yeah. And then there's Hobbs and Shaw. I don't know if that's like part of
I
the
don't
main
know. I
series
don't know
or
if that
fucking
counts as number
spin-offs.
9 or if it counts as a separate. Yeah, I don't
Who
know.
knows, man? Can't remember all their names. I'm going to say it's Cersei Ikaris, Speedy, Angelina Jolie,
Jon Snow.
totally not Wong, and I mean it's bad. There's this guy. Gilgamesh. That was his name. Let's talk Batman because we are playing a Batman game.
Yeah.
We'll not aimlessly talk about random other shit. We'll try and talk more.
Let's play
Batman.
a DC game and talk about Marvel. Who cares? Who cares? I got it unsub then. No, I'm kidding.
So prostitution is where women charge men to have sex with them, and
Actually, there are male prostitutes as well.
indeed, but the majority of prostitution takes place between male clients and female prostitutes.
Patriarchy, but carry on.
They're self-employed.
Right.
Is how I believe they're classed at the moment. So kind of like the contractors we employ, you're only paid when you're on the clock, or in their case, on their back.
On the cock.
On the cock. Oh, that's going in a reel somewhere.
That's just messed up. That's like, you should be locked up.
I had a dentist, and before I knew it, he'd take me out and made me shag a hippo or whatever the fuck.
Good luck with that. Hippos are really aggressive.
Good to know.
Hippos would bite you in two if you tried that. That's why there's like so few photos of. I don't think there's like any photos of. I forget if it's male or female. I think it's male hippos. Like there's no photos of them because you can't get close to them because they're so aggressive. They'll just attack you on sight.
Jeez, oh.
But aye, good juice.
It's like, do you really want some cannibal eat, though?
Why not? If I'm dead, oh, fuck it. Go ahead.
I don't know if I want a cannibal-based euthanasia.
But I'd taste gross though because all the pre-workout and shit. All the pre-workout
All the
and
protein.
Mars bars.
And whatever shit you've eaten today. Like fucking
Granola slice.
A granola slice.
Which is so. I don't know why it's called a slice. We had this conversation earlier. It's a biscuit. They'll call it a slice because like the shape of it or something, but it's a biscuit and they're just trying to be fancy.
Fucking fine. But yeah, the sperm count thing is an interesting one. 'Cause let's say
See, one thing is laptops.
laptops,
If you have it on your lap a lot, because it heats up your
balls.
and your balls. The reason they hang out is it's weird because they want to be like a wee bit cooler than body temperature.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why. If you think about it, it's a stupid design. Like one of your most sensitive areas, and they just like dangle where you can easily get kicked in them and stuff like that. From a evolutionary sort of self-defense like point of view, it doesn't make a lot of sense. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why is because it's keeps them that wee bit cooler.
You've got some.
Would that count as having watched
Pornography?
Jazz movies? Because you've seen it happen, so you could picture it in your brain. So
Seen
I
the bits.
don't know.
Okay.
It's like technically it'd be
Bring your ass
legal.
Back upstairs.
Technically it'd be legal for a 15-year-old and another 15-year-old to like hook up, right?
Mhm.
But if he's then like 18 and he recalls that occasion in his head and he busts one out to it, is he a pedo? Because if you think about it, she's 15.
That's a.
Like
quite
is he? I don't know.
That's that. But again, back to the original point about
Aye.
sperm reduction.
Yeah.
I'm not debating minimum marriage age or any of that shit. Although do what you want in the privacy of your own home, I guess.
Marriage 18, but anyway. Yeah.
Tony Blair put a stop to the Royal Britannia because they'd been having a new boat from taxpayers for years, and it was like, why the fuck do you need this? And
What,
it's
a new
like,
boat, like
I want a new boat.
every year?
It wasn't every year, but it was like,
More frequently than any other cunt gets a boat, put it that way.
Well, yeah, I mean, where's my boat?
Yeah, exactly. You don't need a boat, you're not a fucking queen or king, you don't need a boat.
Maybe I could be if I had a boat.
Private quarters, exactly. Right, so the Royal Britannia is basically filled with shit that they were picking up from their like tours around the country.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sorry, around other countries more than anything. And it's like, oh, we need that. Like, no, you fucking don't. Oh, but look, people can come and see it. And it's like, aye, great, so people can come see the majesty that is your boat.
Yeah.
I'm sure she got involved in many things, and there's plenty of regiments named after her, but like you say, she turned up for the photo op.
Ah, she did. She turned up for the photo op and then she pissed off home. Do you think she was
Exactly.
dodging bullets,
Yeah,
storming
exactly.
beaches? No, she wasn't.
She wasn't.
And I'm not saying that she should have been, but I'm just saying don't
Aye,
try and
don't
act
make
like she
out
was.
like she was. It was unwell, something I never did.
Ah, exactly.
Never worked a day in the life, any one of them.
Exactly. So in some wee butt pirate was like, she served and you probably never will. And I'm like, what? So you want me to go blow up babies for like a freaking war I don't understand or have anything to do with or can affect the outcome of in any way? Also, like, where's your dog tags at, bitch? I don't see them. Shut the fuck up. I should go fight in the army, but you don't want to. I'm a conscientious objector. I mean, if there was if World War III broke out, I'd be the first guy drafted. They'd be like,
Aye, because men.
"You there?
could
What
fight
would you
wars,
do?
yeah.
Would you do in your spare time? Strangle people, right? Frontline infantry. I'd be dead in a week."
That's one way to look at it, jeez oh.
Yeah. Whereas this cuck that was talking to me on Facebook these years ago, he was like 48 or whatever.
Nah,
You know,
exactly.
like a barrister or something like that, like some mad posh show. It's like, shut your hole. Talking about serving in the armed forces. Shut up. Armed forces did you serve in, you clown?
That's terrible. Should remember her name. And I just can't.
Princess Peach.
It's not Princess Peach, goddamn. Princess Peach is a strong, independent woman. Why would you assume that Princess Peach starts out helpless? Princess Peach has always been characterised as a strong, independent woman. She can handle herself, whereas Mario is a complete incompetent. Never once saved the Mushroom Kingdom from anything.
Did obviously. Did they get any that were like
20%.
aye, but did they? When you say 20%, did you get any that were actually like your great uncle's nephew Diane is like
No, there was never anything
was a
specific
baker
like
in
that.
Mulgai and it was like it's spot on.
I can't mind how many people we went to where he went like that. He basically was like, that's it, it's over. Like, go with Spirit or go with Christ or whatever it was he
Aye.
said. You know what I mean?
I'll leave a love with you.
I'll leave the love with you and go in Spirit. And it's like, what? You didn't even fucking pick up a single detail
Sometimes
from
they
this
act
cunt.
as if it's like it's their fault for not knowing what they're on about.
Well,
it's like, well,
It's funny you should say that because the first lady came out and she goes, I picked on one woman, was like, "Hi, Hen, your love is too strong and it can't come through right now." Go on, we have to go left. Charge this thing up. So the love is for your partner. It's too strong. You want it too much, so it's basically not going to happen. Aye, pretty much. She was like,
It's your fault.
we can't bring him through. We've got a mental block. Wasn't it a mental block? Was it
aye, a spiritual,
Spiritual-
ultra mega.
exactly. The spiritual force field is keeping him from, coming and attending this. But stay with us. It might come later on. 4 people walked out actually after the first lady.
Right.
They were not impressed. It wasn't expensive. It was like a tenner a skull.
Oh,
And
right.
it was in a boozer, so it was like, it was. You could get drinks and stuff like that. I wasn't bored. Put it that way.
Yeah.
For what it was, I was relatively entertained. But the private readings were like 25 for a short, 50
Okay.
quid for a longie. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But pretty much everyone in the room went for one.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much. It was again about 80% women. Actually, in attendance,
My face just heavy smashed.
and I get a lot of them again just based on the age were quite old.
Because they'll know more people that are dead, I suppose.
Well, aye, but I think it's part of the people that are targeted by this sort of shenanigan, who are maybe a bit more vulnerable and. Ooh,
Right.
sweet.
If you're going to see a medium or something like that, chances are it's because you've lost somebody. So saying like, have you lost somebody? And they go, yes. It's not.
Nah, it's no fucking rocket science, is it? I know, man. I was telling Ethan about it, and I'm not even kidding. Again, back to that boy, he did something like, have you got a granda? And they're like,
Oh, there's one more camera. No, there isn't. No, I can't see it.
It was like, what was your granddad's name? And I swear they went Davy, and he went, so your
there is.
your granddad's
On the wall.
Davy.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, just like pretty much just regurgitated back to them
Yeah.
what they'd already said, and it was like pure, what? And everyone's been looking at each other going, he is not taking the fucking credit for fucking Davy. Celebrities to endorse it. OnlyFans would be great because it would be a way for you to actually get direct contact potentially with a celebrity you maybe were really like
Yeah, that's true.
enamoured with.
I don't know how OnlyFans works, but I believe you can like message.
Yeah,
I think.
you can
So I think
DM.
that's kind of
someone-
part of the appeal.
They charge whatever rate they want for private messages, but they will respond. For the kind of porn actresses, one of the things they do is they do dick ratings. Was that particular actress thing?
Right.
So she's like, send me a dick pic, and I'll send you a personalised video back of my kind of assessment of your penis. Which I think. I think if you're that insecure about yourself, you want some stranger to evaluate your penis for you, you know. Unless you got a problem with it, in which case go see a doctor. There is no need to have that sort of assessment.
Yeah, I think that's messed up.
And she's playing the game as well. She was like, it shows you a wee cut of her kind of videos. She is a consistent 7 out of 10.
What do you mean?
Like everyone was a 7 out of 10. Everyone had a 7 out of 10.
right,
So no one was going away with hurt feelings.
Right, I get what you mean.
You know, and it's so again, she's not going to piss off her audience unless some pure mutant cock ends up in her face. You know, she's going to give everybody a pure 7 out of 10 score. I think she gave one dude an 8 out of 10, but it was like, yeah, in the example videos you were showing, it was like, oh, 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10. You know, quite. Because oh, fuck's sake, some shot me.
Did you know that there's more planes in the sea than submarines in the sky?
Yes, you've made that joke before. Possibly not on this, but I have heard that. Yes,
It's not even a joke.
It's a good
fact.
one. Yeah, it's a good one. I like it. Do you know why Capricorns are the best kind of girl to go out with?
Why?
Because you can start going out with them in like March time, and then dump them before Christmas. So you get away with no Christmas, no birthday, and no Valentine's Day.
Oh, decent. What month is Capricorn?
March time.
Is it?
It's the first one after Valentine's Day.
No, that makes sense.
I'll feedback on how. In fact, you're welcome to come if you want.
Give me a time.
Really?
But,
No, I think tomorrow.
That could be good.
Go get a TGI Fridays and then go see Shazam.
Can get a TGI Fridays on Saturday.
Do what I fucking want.
You're a madman, we'll not let you in. It's shot on a Saturday.
If only that were true. If only TGI Fridays would commit to their own bit.
Imagine it was like they're open but only to tell you that they're closed. Like they're fully staffed, the chefs are in, the ovens are on, everything, but they just go, no, that's Saturday, get out. Like it looks like it's open and you know
There's
everything.
the people inside it, but aye.
See, years ago I was there with Dad and Caitlin, and the waiter taking our orders, he was a pure serial killer. He had like the crazy like dead eyes, and he was just a shit waiter as well, because he was like, oh, I've forgotten my pad and pen, but I'll just remember it. What can I get you? And we're like, aye, no bother. And like we tell him, and then sure enough he forgets, and he comes back and he's like, oh, okay, I'll just this time I will remember. And I was sort of like,
How many times? I feel I was there. How many times did this
were
happen?
you there? I want to say he came and took the orders twice, but still got it wrong. But it was close enough. It was like, I think I asked for whatever sweet and sour, or sweet sauce, and they gave me like sweet and sour or some shit like that. It was close enough that I didn't really care.
You was so hungry at that point. You're like, Jesus, just fucking give me anything.
He was weird. And not that I pure went to TGI Fridays all the time, but I remember being there like a once or twice within the kind of next year, and he was never anywhere to be seen. So he's probably in the jail for
Sorry.
something dodgy, smuggling stuff up his butt.
Smuggling Guillemots up his ass.
What's a Guillemot?
It's what we thought. Back to the whole penguin thing.
I'm just thinking about that bit in South Park where Stan sings that pure gay wee song like people now, people now, people now, people being people now, people now, and then they all just hear it and they just go, he's right. And they just like drop their. Are they not like building a fort? I don't remember, but they're like polluting the world. Yeah. They were just you hear like the one like that. He's right. Enjoy them. They shouldn't go. It's a problem, but what can we do about it? Like, well.
Demand that they change it.
You're the ones that can actually do something about it.
Because they will be losing out. They just don't realise it. Because their ticket prices are going up.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, but why?
Artificially.
Yeah, and it's like, because we're not making as much on merchandise. And you're like, yeah, because no wonder, because I had to spend fucking double the actual ticket price to get here. Why the fuck would I then buy your t-shirt, cunt?
Yeah.
Fuck off. Sorry. I started watching, finished watching Chernobyl last week. And I don't know if you've seen it at all.
No, but it all turns out, in the end, it all turns out fine, right?
Aye. I mean, if by fine you mean a nuclear disaster that left an entire city and country. In fact, parts of 3 separate countries a basic fucking wasteland forever. There was definitely part of the problem here.
Aye, so they basically did what they shouldn't have done.
Yeah, aye. The computer sent them a printout in the show, and it was like
One of them just went, that can get taken.
yeah, basically, it was like the computer's telling us we need to turn the reactor off. It's like the computer's fucking doing all it can. They've switched off all the safety controls so it can't feed it water, it can't do this. They're doing all this dumb shit. Reactor literally sends them a printout going, please stop, and they just go, nah mate, we're manual override, pulled the control rods all the way out, the xenon burns off, they've started the test, which means there's no water flow, so all of a sudden when the xenon burns off, it's like, it went from say 3600 megawatts to, I think the highest reading was about, 50,000, before it just straight up exploded because there was so much power. It ignited the gases inside the reactor, and that's how the reactor exploded. And it's the explosion and the exposure of the uranium inside which is why Chernobyl's so toxic.
Right. I've been listening to some nonsense. I've been listening to a lot of conspiracy theories and crap like that. You've heard the flat Earth one, right? Like the Earth is flat.
Yes.
And it's one of those things that it makes sense using the math they use, but the math they use is wrong. So yeah, you can just, if you go to a beach, like a wide enough beach, if you just look, you can actually see the curvature of the Earth. But anyway, so that one's kind of funny. But then there's one that's interesting of the hollow Earth theory, and the nut jobs think that the Earth is hollow, and there's it's inverted. If you go underground, gravity sort of flips, so that the Earth's core is another sun and everything, and it makes no sense. It's cool, but it makes no sense. But there are some other ones that are probably pish as well, but they're a wee bit more interesting to me because it's based around there are things that archaeologists can't explain, right? There's artifacts, Egyptian artifacts that show up in Florida or California or what have you, that doesn't really make any sense, and that stuff's kind of interesting. So there was an explorer, we'll call him Jimbo. Jimbo the Explorer was by all accounts some really well respected explorer. He'd worked for the Smithsonian for years and years and years.
Okay.
And in the 1920s he went to explore the Grand Canyon. And the Grand Canyon in America is really interesting because it's impossible to get permits to sort of go and have a look about. The actual canyon itself, the tourist destination that a bunch of people have been to, but you can't get permits to ride down the river and what have you that goes through it, which is is it the Iowa River? I don't know, it doesn't matter, but the point is it's really, really hard to get clearance. Now, there is a really old newspaper that reported Jimbo went and he reported his findings, and he swears that he scaled halfway up the Grand Canyon and he went into like a cave, and in this cave was an elaborate cave system, and there was basically cities in there, and there was like mummified remains and yada 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 crap like that. Now he says that he took all these photos and he had all this evidence and what have you, and it's with the Smithsonian.
Alright.
The Smithsonian denies it and denies that he ever existed. But to me, that's where it actually gets weird, because he
Definitely.
definitely existed.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're like, nah, he didn't work for us, he didn't exist.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, exactly. Is that to me is actually what makes it a little bit dodgy. I'm gonna sound like I'm wearing a tinfoil hat here, but like, and I don't. But
Nah, exactly. Aye.
like the flat Earth stuff is just pish. It just doesn't make sense. Like, one of the things you need to ask yourself is who benefits from this.
Yeah.
And if there's people that benefit from it, like who's benefiting from the Earth is actually flat but will carry on its round? What, the like 1 or 2 companies in the world that make globes that sell what, like 100 globes a year?
Yeah, exactly.
What's that worth, like $2,000? But you know, skeleton. It'll be partly real bones and partly like sort of
like fabricated pieces.
model, to
Fuck
put
off.
together. Because I think some people say like, oh, like how do they know what went together that way? It's like, see if you've got enough pieces of the jigsaw, you can put it together.
Yeah, because they're physiologically similar to like other animals, aren't they? Like
Yeah.
lizards and chickens and whatever
Yeah,
the fuck else. So
and again, it just makes sense. Like, say you have a right leg.
you got
Oh,
a right leg,
we don't
hip
have-
bone,
aye,
whatever. Exactly.
Yeah, we don't have the bones of the left leg. How do you not look like that? Well, because it just
I've got
it
the
would
right
just
leg.
make sense. It's gonna be they're a bipedal animal that's makes way more sense that they would be the same each leg than the other leg's like a freaking black hole that like.
Maybe the T-Rex walked around on its little tiny fucking arms.
Yeah,
and
you know what?
its
I'll give
legs
you that.
it fucking kicked with.
Maybe we've got that wrong. Maybe he did little handstands.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck off,
his big legs
exactly.
balanced, with his tail up in the air like a sort of rudder or something. That's how it
Yeah,
was.
exactly.
We,
so
we
then.
could be wrong on that
Aye.
front, sure, but yeah, just shut
We have
up,
all
take
these
this on the real.
scientists talking about weight displacement and
Aye, but no,
how it would
you-
logically move.
You random maniac on Reddit, you know more than all these paleontologists and everything
Yeah,
else.
exactly. Fuck's sake. Otherwise, I'm gonna continue that theory going.
My name's Finn from Finland, and I'm working on this AI called Rocco's Basilisk.
I will give $50 if anyone from Finland called Finn leaves a message saying, "I am Finn from Finland, and Finland is fucking real."
Because at the moment, I have my doubts.
I agree. I have my doubts too.
Because there's people who think we need to depopulate, and I'm like, what do you mean by that?
Purge.
Like-
I'm all for it. I'm actually. Have I told you I'm pro purge?
What, like just 1 day a year purge?
One day a year purge. I'm all for like the purge planet.
Nah, I'm not a fan of that.
You're not a fan of the purge planet?
Nah.
Why? What's the issues with a purge plan?
Because
That's a pretty cool mech. Fucking joke.
that
isn't it?
is. Just ATST from Star
I
Wars.
don't even remember fighting it.
I don't either. This must be now.
Commissioner Gordon's a baddie again.
Do your best, Jimbo. I think you're a wee bit outgunned in this one.
I think Star Wars should be putting a copyright claim in though.
Maybe because there's Lego Star Wars as well. Maybe they kind of just cleared it up. They're like, oh,
pre-read it.
totally different. Like, it has a bow tie and everything.
You can't tell your friends that you're in trouble.
It's like he could, under the right circumstances, he could be anyone ever. Just you can't hurt me, and then because isn't that what he does to Josuke at first?
He does it to the other two, but
Is it-
Josuke's so blinded with rage because he mocks his hair
Oh, that's
that
what
he doesn't actually
yeah.
he doesn't see the drawing he's done. So even though he shows him it, he's so blinded with rage he can't, it's like so stupid that he can't discern it. So he doesn't get the chance to turn him into a book and write thou shalt not hurt Rohan
Yeah.
Kashibi.
Sure, why not?